friends, my name is Alejandra Gutierrez and today we are going to talk about another topic of phonology. In this case, we are going to learn about the English vowels. As an introduction, we can say that the English vowels phonemes was established and a different symbol was assigned to each one. In this case, the learners must produce 19 different vowel quantities. Exists also a allophonic difference which will include in the first place very important variations in quantity and in the second place minor quality variations. Now I'm going to give you concepts about vowel quantity and vowel quality, and then we are going to see some examples in order to can understand better. And the concept is that a term in phonetics for the length of a vowel usually indicate in phonetic transcription after a vowel. The vowels submarked have in general greater duration than the same vowel with no such mark. Vowels submarked are described as long and unmarked vowels are short, a distinction known as vowel length. However, the measurable duration of vowel depends also on at least two other factors. The first one is that the vowel height in terms of the position of the tongue. Open vowels, as in ban or balm, are longer than closed vowels, as in bin or beam. The second one is the environment. In terms of preceding and following sounds, vowels are shortened before some consonants, before others. For example, U is longer in mood than in boot. These factors have different weaknesses in different varieties of English and contribute to the variety of rhythm in English. In many varieties, short vowels may have greater duration than long vowels. For example, A in jazz may be longer than E in sleep. To avoid the confusion, some phoneticians consider it preferable to treat the length mark as a mark of quantity rather than the duration, and refer to heavy and light vowels if a vowel has sufficient duration, such as a vowel described as tense. If the vowel is too short, the organs have to leave the target as soon as they reach it, and in extreme cases, for example in 6, may not reach the target at all. Such a vowel is described as lax, in view of the time required to move to more peripheral vowel positions. Tense vowels tend to be peripheral and lax vowels closer to schwa, the neutral or central vowel. If an English word ends in vowel, then the vowel must be either heavy. Now we are going to see the concept of the vowel quality, and then the example. The concept of the vowel quality refers in a term in phonetics for the property that makes one vowel sound different from another. For example, E as in sheep from E as in sheep. The quality of a vowel is determined by the position of the tongue, the lips, and lower jaw, and the resulting size and the shape of the mouth and pharynx. Vowels are classed as closed or open and high and low in American terminology, according to whether the tongue is held close to the roof of the mouth or low in the mouth. They are classed as front or back in both terminologies, according to whether the body of the tongue is pushed forward or pulled back. They are classed as rounded or spread according to the shape of the lips. For example, the E in sheep is closed front spread vowel. The E in sheep a same height from a rounded vowel. Now I'm going to mention some characteristics in quantity and quality vowels. The first one, in the quantity, according to the text, the vowel sounds can be either short or long, and according to quality, the vowel sound can be either strong or weak, depending on the stress of the syllable. We can classify the vowels quality in three: the health, the vagueness, and the rounding. In the halt we have the high, the mid, and the low. In the backness we can have the front, the central, and the back. And in the rounding we have the rounded and the unrounded. And in the vowel quantity we can classify it into the long and the short. Now I'm going to show you some examples. We have 6 words here, and those are the phonological transcription and the allophonic transcription. So in this case we have bit and beat. The difference is the length of the vowel. In this case we have only one diacritic in the first case, in bit, because it's short, only bit. But in the second case we have bit, because it's longer than the first one. In the second example we have search and search. It's necessary to mention that the allophonic transcription is the most important in order to can understand the quality of vowels. And the first one is search, it's short, and the second one is search, it's more longer than the first one. In the last example we can have made and made. So the allophonic transcription is made, short, and made, it's longer than made. Now I'm going to mention another examples. Suck and cove, rack and bat, boat and load, leak and leave. In this case, it is important to understand that one of them is necessary to be voiceless and the other one voiced. Great, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to hit the subscribe button to get more amusing content of phonology. Thanks for watching.